Welcome back. Today we are going to be discussing why individuality is so important. What makes you different so that you can make a difference? And at the end of this video, you will have a clear understanding of why you are such a miracle. So why is individuality so important? I'll tell you. Individuality is part of this life experience. You are an individual. I am an individual. We are made different for a reason. There is nobody else on planet Earth exactly like you. There never has been, there never will be. In all of the history of history, there has never been another you. How amazing is that? Think about that for a second. You are a unique individual with a purpose. You were put here in this life at this time for a reason. You were made different than anybody else so that you can make a difference. You are a miracle. Do you get that? You are a miracle. People talk about, I don't see any miracles happening today. I do. Every time a baby is born, it's a miracle. And especially if you think about how many babies don't make it to birth, how many miscarriages, how many abortions. You are a miracle. You made it through that birth process, and not only that, you survived childhood, you survived middle school, you survived so many amazing things that are so difficult and can be so trying. And yet here you are. You are a miracle. And the fascinating thing is the you that exists today has never existed before. Yesterday, you were a completely different you. Do you realize that? Your body is growing and developing and changing all the time. You're getting new skin cells right now. Skin cells are dying, new skin cells are being replaced in this moment. And so each and every day, we are a new being. And yet, how often do we judge people based on their past without even realizing that they are different today than they were yesterday? You've heard the saying that you can't step in the same river twice. Well, that's true for a couple reasons. First off, the water's always flowing, so the next water you step into is different. The second reason is you are different that next moment you step into it, because your body is always changing. It's been said that your complete body, bones, cells, everything, every 11 months is completely new. Every 11 months, you have a completely new body. And based on how you're thinking and feeling in this in any given moment, that then determines how those cells develop. Are they going to develop sick cells or healthy cells? That's up to how you think and how you're feeling in the moment, because you are always changing. And life is a miracle. You are a miracle. And how amazing is it that you are here today, that you've got this purpose. So I invite you to look inward and to look at yourself as a miracle and to start to see yourself for the amazing being that you truly are, because you matter. You matter. And as you move forward in life, it doesn't matter what people think about you. It doesn't matter what people say about you. You are valuable. You are valuable. And it doesn't matter what people have done to you, what people say to you, what people think about you. That does not change the fact that you matter. You are a miracle. And the world needs you. The world needs you. Start to see yourself in a new light. Start to see yourself for the miraculous being that you actually are. And as you move forward in that direction and you start to live differently because you see yourself differently, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if people have a hard time accepting the new you. That's going to happen. And people will get uncomfortable with that idea because they will see the way you're presenting, but they'll also have in their mind the definition of who you are. And if that doesn't connect, that can be very uncomfortable for people. And so they may try to pull you back down, or they may bring up the past and say, hey, Why are you living your life this way? Don't you remember that you lied to me yesterday? Don't you remember that you grew up in this town? Don't you remember that you're from that family? Don't you remember that you're that race? And they'll bring up the past, which maybe used to define you and is how you defined yourself, but no more, because you recognize that you're a miracle, that you're worth it, that you have value, and that you have a purpose. And so move forward in that, no matter what people say, no matter what people do, no matter what you've done in the past, because today is a new day. Today is a new day. The past doesn't matter. So leave the past behind and step into today and move forward. And here's the cool thing that happens, because we don't like when we have a conflict in our mind. And so if you show up in a new way and people have a hard time accepting that, they may try to pull you back. But as you stay committed to the new you, the miraculous you are, eventually there's two things that have to happen. Either the first one is, as people start to try to pull you back and say, hey, that's not who you are. Remember, this is who you are. That might get uncomfortable, and you might choose to go back and say, oh, you know what? You're right. Who am I to think that I can be anything different? And then you go back to acting the way you were before. And then the other people are comfortable again because, okay, now my definition of you fits the way you're presenting. Good. Here's the other option. You continue to live your life in that new, higher way of living as a miracle, as a person of value, a person of worth that you see within yourself. And as you continue to show up that way and live that way, people may try to pull you down, but as you continually and consistently show up in this new way of living, people's definitions about you will shift. And they will start to get rid of the old definitions because it doesn't match anymore. And you have consistently shown the new you long enough that those definitions now shift. So either that will happen or the people will just leave because it's too uncomfortable. Like, I can't handle this anymore. I got to go. And so they'll either drop out of your life or they will adjust their definitions of who you are to be who you are. So recognize that you are a miracle, that you are worth it. And as you step forward into this life, it may be difficult, but that's okay. It will work out in the end. The world needs you and your purpose. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. You have greatness within you. I love you. You are loved, and you are so needed. Thank you for being here with me today. And I encourage you to please share this message with others, because there are so many people out there that do not see the miraculous life they are living. So share this post with your friends, and I'll see you again soon.